Okay, Giant Beast episode 2, right? Giant Beast of Ars, yeah. So I think episode 1 interesting, right? It felt very like to me, Final Fantasy, typical JRPG, right? The feeling, but kind of like Efreet, Shiva, it felt very, you know, summoning, and Titan, of course, yeah, of course, Titan. Fortunately, the episode, I don't know, it didn't track it well. I'm just pointing out, I didn't hear anyone really talk about it, right? I saw the same thing with, like, you know, kind of the snow, so I don't know. It's always right. It's very hard for these original animes to get an interaction. Right? Yeah, sometimes Sebelix Rico they do right, but yeah, you kind of see it. Like it feels like at least half of the original animes has like zero to talk about. Yeah, I almost anyone talk about anime, but that's episode 2 has happened. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But yeah, it feels very unfortunately very classic, right? How hard it is for these original animes to get any kind of speed or whatever you call it. Any hype or anything. But now, of course, he knows what's up, right? I think his wife was the previous one she died for, right? Yeah, this Noelle girl, this princess. Oh, he got his weapon. Yeah, it's so, yeah, it's sword. But then it makes it pretty good in them. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's got CGI thing now, see your face though, but there we go. This is like, I got the power, girl. Let's do it. Let's fuse or something. What's happening? He looks, yeah, but see, it's kind of like this is exactly how Final Fantasy 16 is to be like. Yeah, you're fusing up with your, you know, summoning or whatever. Yeah, now we get like Super Saiyan hair too. He gets like a blonde hair too. Yeah, like he went Super Saiyan, man. But it really feels, I keep saying it, very Final Fantasy how they have, you know, the Espers, right? The summoning. Oh, we're gonna combine with this power. I got this, like, you know, earthly spirit that we can combine and turn into something new. Or it feels very JRPG, especially Fantasy, but Breath of Fire 2 as well and so on. Very much like that, yeah. It's like, oh, we can combine our powers and so on. Super much like that. The episode started differently this time today. I don't know what's up with that. I think it's weird though that the opening eventually we get like a spaceship. Yeah, it's like, why is that a spaceship there? You're like, yeah, you know, spaceships. You know, yeah, of course, spaceships. Yeah. That's what I expected in this anime. I guess it's like, you know, you need to have that flying ship, I guess, in every JRPG. You need to have your flying ship, but still, though, little bit like what? Where that came from? A little bit like that. Yes, it comes soon near the opening. The jumping from the giant here. Yeah, they're fighting this like red giant, right? And his hair is Super Saiyan now. His hair is Super Saiyan. And that's it, but yeah, I mean, it's a spaceship. And then it's like, they got a spaceship? But I mean, I don't get it, because, I mean, sure, you like I said, usually have that, you know, flying ship, right? You know, if you play fantasy or Dragon Quest, you get a bird, so why don't you get a flying ship, right? But it just feels like, aren't they like medieval fantasy? Why couldn't you get like a flying magical ship for? Why is it like a straight up, you know, like a spaceship for? He goes the giant. Yeah, he's Super Saiyan fight, of course. Yeah, because now he's like Super Saiyan time. I guess I can talk to her in the spirit or whatever, something like that. What do I do now or something? Yeah, it's like, what do I do now? Okay, you're gonna fight now, yeah. But I guess she just buffs him and he can handle it or something. So it's the one that he was faster anyway than normal human, so. Yeah. This is kind of weird, right? It's kind of like. Yeah. Can use this power up there. Oh, here we go. He's like, if he must be like a blitz now, he kind of has like a C or something. I don't know, no, not really, but it looked kind of like he was gonna like Zero Blast him, right? Kind of the big Hushimondo hollows. Again, it's like the first enemy, man. He can die here. Now I don't feel there's much tension. I mean, it's an anime. It's like the first enemy he faces. He probably won't. His wife or whatever she was, like his lover or wife, something. She obviously died previously against these things, but I doubt anyone's gonna die here. They're like, oh, we're fighting like the first enemy, episode 1 enemy. But yeah, she seems to have no idea how her power works, right? She's like the living fire guy. Sorry, yeah, like the Efreet. Well. Sorry. What was that? She doesn't sneeze during the reactions, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, bam. Is that the nape? You take a title, yeah, is that a nape, guys? Is that a nape? You started it like a title, right? You're like, oh, he got the nape there. But I mean, that thing seems like obviously super weakness. It's like this huge red eye thing, or more like his neck, I guess. Yeah, I suppose, like, it didn't have a head. But the first thing was like a boar, and that was like a boar that could shoot stuff. So I want out that one, because yeah, the first Tantin the fought, right? Oh, now she gets out of his, yeah, they kind of defuse, right? They should have fused up, yeah. But yeah, the first thing they fought was like a boar, and that didn't have like, I mean, it had like a weird boar thing on it, but it didn't have like, it had a head and so on. This thing was like a giant human, very like a titan, right? Like when it goes a gnome girl, whatever she is, a dwarf or something, yeah, and she's like, hey, well, I know what's happening here. Yeah, I mean, come on, she knows that. We all know that she knows, right? Yeah, we all know that she's fully aware of what's going on, right? Come on, typical, what do you call it? I don't know. Smarty. I mean, she's like, the gnome is like the, how do we call it now? I'm thinking what you call it, but like the smart little scientist girl or something? Yeah, something like that, like the typical character in the JRPGs. He goes, of course, the leader, right? So it's like some rich blonde guy or something. No, but it's always like some guy that's younger than the soldiers. Yeah, you saw some guy that this is the strongest. He's the, okay, he's gonna collect it. He's like, oh yes, it smells correct. He's like, oh yeah, this thing. Exactly what I wanted. You're like, you sure on that, boss? But yeah. This is what I'm after, man. Okay, so he's like, yeah, that's what I wanted. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, coming on. Another character. Oh, I see. This is like a typical rival guy. Yeah. A muscular guy with white hair. Those two is probably another team up, right? Because, they fused, right? So it's probably this guy, of course, the big guy. He's going to be one of the rivals. If like a typical guy. And, of course, maybe a guy then, but potentially his female partner, right? Like his fusion, like the Shiva or something. Yeah, the other, female character he can fuse up with, right? That's kind of how that feels, definitely. Oh yeah, maybe it's out now. They're back at the market now. But she likes trading though, so yeah, she's a trader girl, right? Oh, she, of course. Yeah. Oh, she. I think there is a lot of things now. Let's go out here. No, it's depending. They really changed some YouTube, but I took so much time. Jesus Christ, so much. I'm just gonna turn off my phone. Jesus Christ, no. Okay, so now they're gonna like, I guess I guess kill with a kind of, yeah, I don't know, religious. That really looks like a titan. Yeah, this thing was like said that the titan. Yeah, the second one, that was just like a deviant titan. Yeah, more or less. Now the head was both, but otherwise, it was one giant dude, man. Oh, what's this? 5? Okay. I had the music turned into like some evil. Yeah, like the music also changed. Very dramatic music too. It's like da 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 da. Yeah, okay, what happened here? We're like in this like death realm. What? Is that her then? His waifu? A flashback then. And that's that guy, of course, that we saw coming. Yeah, the rival guy. That's the guy we saw coming in on the boat there. It must be. He says dead now, probably, right? Yeah, like stand there. Yeah. Oh, he's heading to the ship, I guess they were in, probably? Submarine, maybe? The hole or something like that? Yeah, hits the head into. Whew. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, that's why you're perf. That's what it's about. Yeah, she's pretty clueless, right? Yeah, she's like, they have powers something. Yeah, they got some powers. Yeah, that's why you need to like have them in the weapon or something, fuse with them. Yeah. Oh yeah, so for this Lotte. Sorry for forget. Forget it. Still not done yet? Oh, here we go. Sorry, about it's done now, right? Yes. Okay. Cool. Sorry about that. It feels hard on YouTube because it's like it takes a long time to get stuff up and so on. Yeah, so you have to like when so you start another anime, right? And it's like the other anime you did earlier isn't even out. It's like 10 minutes later it's out something. It's kind of frustrating. You kind of forget what you're doing something. Yeah, like oh yeah, I haven't finished that video. Whatever. We just finished, but like, I haven't wait for it. So I just read it in the way. Yeah, I know something other video too. I was like, man, the race was too big, man. My poor Red, you had it over One Piece, but it's almost too big. Yeah, where she stands. Arena is a much bigger figure, but the Red is just she has that pose. It's just kind of. Yeah, so we saw the other lady. This is the flower lady, right? Yeah, the Aerith mom, the Aerith character. Yeah. Okay. She knows stuff then. I mean, she helped her, but that was more like she paid her. Maybe it was more like okay, maybe she knows more stuff. Yeah, she was like, maybe that wasn't it then. Yeah, maybe it was more than meets the eye, right? Something like that. Perhaps. It smells nice. She's one of those ladies. Oh, he got the correct smell for her. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, some people do smell. Yeah, he's the right smell. Okay. Yeah, the classic just tavern, I guess. But she eats a lot. Yeah, but I mean, it's something with her power, right? Something like that, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess she eats so much food because she's like, yeah, cleric, but like a spirit, yeah, like. But yeah, the flower lady is apparently like an important character. Because it also feels kind of weird. She's like, hey girl, yeah. So Dad can talk to her, and now she's sitting there like, yeah, I'm just a normal old lady. Yeah, the flower lady is clearly. Yeah, Kapuai. Ah, she's my hostage, yes. Oh, back to the military, I mean. And now Ruben's ever fun. Well, that's true, she's the fugitive for them, right? This guy is not gonna stay quiet. Yeah, those guys, she did kind of destroy them with her powers. So activating your powers. Well, the flower lady cleans up, man. The flower lady's like, oh, I see, yeah, I see. She's gonna kill him! Don't touch him! Oh, no, she's gonna kill this guy. Don't hurt my friend! It's like, uh-oh. And he's dead, yeah. Man, her powers is very destructive, man. As I touched you, it's like, arra, indeed. She just knocks her out, like whatever, hit her with the sword in the neck, what? Problem solved, guys! Problem solved! Got a cat character. I smacked her out. I worry about it, yeah, good. I took care of it, guys. Yeah, don't worry about that. Did he kick her? Yeah, thanks for your help. Yeah, that spear clearly is the special. But the flower lady knows. Oh, the spear, yeah, the flower. Oh, I see. It was that kind of spear. It's like, well, the flower lady knows everything. She's like, oh, yes. That classic spear of anti-power or something, yeah. Or it's anti-magic spear or something, yeah. Silence spear or whatever, right? Yeah. The family knows. The old lady knows everything. Yeah, forget about it. It's kind of funny how they translating it. Like it's like forget about it. Yeah, I didn't start watching the translation until now. Yeah, because I was watching Liselotte, right? The translation got out. So it's kind of. I mean, sometimes I kind of want to watch the subtitles to see how they look and so on. Yeah, a little bit. Let's forget they watch it, right? But now it's kind of funny because yeah, they make everything she's. Because yeah, they make everything she says sounds like she's speaking, you know. Yeah, forget about it. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I give him that. Yeah, it's funny, man. They're. No. I can go there, I guess. So obviously flower lady knows everything. And he might know her. Yeah. I don't know, the flower lady is like, oh, she's sitting here right now too, man. It's like this annoying cat thing too, yeah. It's like, oh sure, I know. It's like, yeah, the old lady knows everything. It's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like probably man or something. Yeah, he's like, wait, what? This old lady, he's like, wait, what? Why do you have those? Yeah, she's like, eat these flowers. What is this lady? This is like, I have these special flowers for you. Eat this flower. Yeah, it's like, okay. She's like, I got this like elixir mana flowers. Yeah, eat these flowers. It will. Yeah, to help you save the girl. It's like, yeah, but the flower lady. I love this flower lady. Yeah, she's like, this is anti. Yeah, it's like, eat this specific plant I have here. It's good when you fight stuff. So I guess he gave her something like, you know, an elixir, right? Or yeah, like mana potion, like mana herbs or whatever. Yeah, eat this herb and get your mana back or whatever. Yeah, but if she clearly knows stuff, yeah. I love the flower lady, man. She's like old Aerith, MILF Aerith. Yeah, I was like, oh, you want this thing? Yeah, you want this? Then he eats it? What? He used like a glowing stone to look at the paper thing? Then he swallowed the stone? Yeah, that's strange. That's very strange. That's very strange. Yeah, like yeah. The like she's floating with his. Hey, what did he float down now though when he's there? Yeah, exactly. There we go. Yeah. Wouldn't it come to him though? Exactly. Yeah, she's saying that, wouldn't it? That's kind of cute though. Come on, we're leaving. We're waiting for you, idiots. Yeah, it's like, come on, girls. They're like, oh yeah. He's angry at us. Are you not coming with me? He's like, you're staying in prison. I guess we're gonna leave. Yeah. You know, the thing about the anime is very non-bloody. Yeah, he cuts them with like a spear. Even though she destroys people, but she touched them and they die, they turn into cold, right? She cold people. But he cut like 5 people there with his spear, and there was no blood or anything. No, so it's a weird sensor there because clearly like slicing them with his spear, nothing was really like. But then we do see people getting killed with her powers. So, but of course it looks like there's tomato use it because her power just makes them just crumble, right? So it's like. Okay. Yeah, she wasn't very good at this under submarine strategy. No. Well, it is true though. I did joke about the opening, but it is true. They have like submarines. Yeah, the army has like a ship that is somewhat of a submarine or something. That is true. They have some kind of weird tech, I guess. Even though it feels like it's mostly medieval. But I guess the kind of thing is that the city is straight up like a medieval city, yeah. So it's like a 1,000-year-old city kind of thing, but they're living in a submarine next to it. So the city, I mean, look at, for example, Final Fantasy, right? You know, with summons, yeah. FF7, Midgard, right? There's like a huge tech city. So it is a little, that's spaceship, I guess. But it's a little weird how they have like spaceships something, or like some kind of advanced submarines or whatever. Yeah, they have this like super high tech stuff, but they're living in like dark ages, medieval time, dark ages cities, but they have spacecrafts. It's kind of strange the technology differences between how they're living in and how they are. You gotta kiss something. That's what we're doing. I mean. I'm so not. She's like, but that kiss thing, we don't do that. Like, no, we can just do it. You don't need to make out every time. It's like, oh, okay, stupid man. we don't need to have like a romantic thing going on. Like, no, we team up. It's like, oh, god damn it. You don't need to have that thing every time we fuse. It's like, oh, okay, lame. Yeah, so no. That was good. She gets angry over it. But I want to, like, maybe. I'm waiting for the bunny shit to come. Yeah, I'm waiting for the freaking Einstein to come here, man. Then we really got that. But I guess the cat can fix the submarine flying spaceship thing. She's clearly the tinker girl. Yeah, she's clearly like the the crafter and the smart trader girl. So she can definitely do that kind of stuff. Yeah. She's so happy though. Oh yeah, she's sundering, man. He's sundering it. I'm only hanging out with you until the next city. Yeah? I'm only helping you escape. Yeah, I'm not gonna be your friend. Yeah, I'm not your boyfriend. Yeah, he's just being Sundra, man. Yeah, and then of course it's broken. Of course it broke the king. Yeah. But I mean, it's a nice anime. But I'm not dropping it, definitely not. But I'm thinking a little bit, right? Talking about it previously, right? Of course, on the channel and so on the live streams, right? As you see, like last week, Jesus Christ, there's so much in the way, Reggie. She's just too big, girl. As you see, last week or so, right? We did the Nier Automata video, right? When I did the cosplay and so on. And this is obviously a reaction and review channel and so on, right? Talked about it earlier. But I fortunately said last year, right? Is that the way YouTube works now? It's even worse now, right? There's some new system now. We probably see a lot of YouTubers talking about this new demonetization system and so on, right? And I see that as well. For example, with Trigun, right? I can we'll see tomorrow, but because the name of the anime, I guess, right? So you have that going on. You have it takes twice as long time now to check your videos, etc. Basically, my general point is that since maybe 2 years ago, or especially last year, like half a year ago or so, or even more so, you can start it, I guess, during Corona. That's why I think it comes after Corona, or kind of in the beginning of that, right? But basically, right, long story short, is that many of these animes are doing reaction reviews on some anime is basically impossible, right? Because it really hurts your channel, right? So I like the anime, so I'm not gonna drop it, but we will see today, right? Maybe I will stop doing, reaction reviews to it, right? And maybe I do one review, right, when it's finished or whatever. And I'm just saying that because like last week, right? I haven't seen almost anyone talk about this show. You know what I mean? And because of the reason, right? You know, YouTube and all the new bots or whatever, right? They kind of devalue my channel, right? And it's just, and like I said last year, I don't care about that 100%, right? If I care about that only, I wouldn't even talk about anime, right? You know, if I only care about the views, obviously I would talk about whatever Logan Paul, whatever. Yeah, I would talk about the biggest stuff, right? I wouldn't even address anime. Right? I talk about the most trending stuff right now, right? To speak. This is of course they're gonna be, you know, a pop cultural channel, right? But it's just like, yeah, with system, as a few months now, right? It's worse and worse. But it's unfortunate, right? Because there are a couple of shows that I love, right? That I would never ever gonna drop, right? Doesn't matter if I get one view, right? Like Nagatoro, you know, I love Nagatoro. I'm never gonna drop Nagatoro, but that's one of my all-time favorite comedy shows, right? If I get 10 views or 10,000 views, right, for a Nagatoro video, doesn't matter. I love doing Nagatoro, right? This anime, I don't love this anime. You know what I mean? I don't hate it, but I'm kind of like, oh, it's a pretty good anime, you know? It might turn out to be a really good anime. That's TV's anime. If it's like, this is a good anime, it might become a really good anime, right? At this current junction, I'm just like, oh, I'm liking it, right? But I'm not like in love with it. And then I have to look at it a bit, oh yeah, man, no one is talking about this anime, unfortunately, right? So I don't know, I'm just saying it out. We see how it goes, and but that's why it's so important, right? So you leave a comment, you know, press the like button, share a video, and so on, if you want me to keep doing this anime, right? Because it's a little bit like that when I feel like, oh man, you know, it's just like, it's very, I mean, you know, I struggle with this, you know, I really do, for like the last whole year, right? Because I'm just like, there are so many animes where I wish I could talk more about this, all right, but just because to get like, you know, zero, and it isn't only about the quality, right, of the anime or of my channel. It really isn't, right? Because it is an anime that's here that has basically no traction, right, no hype or whatever, right, and you do a review about it. It doesn't matter if people even want to watch this video. I mean, even people that want to watch perhaps this reaction review might not find the video. That's how crazy it is, yeah, because the anime is so anti-hyped that even if you like Google exactly, you know, oh, I want to have a Ars Giant episode 2 review, you still probably don't even get my video the first in the list, right? Or anyone else talking about anime. You might get like one piece of reviews or one. That's common. I hope that's a point here. I mean, because this anime is so, have no hype, right? Other animes will still appear in your search even before. So not always, but I mean, you can point. This happens with anime, so it's really weird. So even if, so I have people comment saying that, oh, where's your episode 3 review of this anime? I mean, I last week, they can't even find the videos, right? Even if they want to find the videos. That's how weird it's gotten, right? And I see it now, of course, now it's like first week, right? After, you know, New Year's. And I see it's even worse this year, right? It's even worse every year. I don't want to rant about too much, but I just, you know, giving you my own opinion, right? That this anime is good, but I don't think it's good enough, perhaps, to be one of these original animes that I'm going to talk about, right? It's because it doesn't have enough traction. But we will see, right? But I think that it has an issue with anime is that, again, this anime isn't bad. I like it, right? But it doesn't have this amazing pulling. No, it's not like some animes are original animes, right? They might have an amazing episode 1 and 2. So for example, Engage Kiss episode 1 there was like really good. Episode 2 actually was pretty bad. But yeah, Engage Kiss had like a really good start. Then it kind of fell off, right? So that was like, you know, wow, this anime, you know, and I mean, then it gets popular and so on. Yeah, so this anime unfortunately lacks that, right? Even again, episode 1 was bad, but it didn't have that, like, it wasn't like a 10 out of 10 amazing, you know, skyrocketing start, right? That also, of course, hurts the anime generally. But I'm not saying it's pray about myself. I'm also saying it from a general, you know, anime reviewer standpoint, right? Or whatever it's called, mecho system of anime, right? Because the anime here, episode 2, again, pretty decent episode, right? But I don't think this episode was like amazing either. It was like, you know, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I mean, it's a good episode, but it wasn't like, I mean, there's something wrong with it. You know what I mean? This anime, I like it because there's nothing wrong with it, right? It's a good fantasy, some good world building, some interesting setup. I like the old flower lady right there. There's nothing wrong with the episode, but it's also not something that, but it's neither does it have something that's like, whoa, this is just like the best thing I've seen, you know, in 10 years, right? But it also isn't blowing my mind, right? And I think that is probably a fortunate thing because it's very hard for these animes to break out. And yeah, if you start a new anime, completely new, right? No source material, no manga, no, you know, light novel, no game based on it, nothing based on it, and you don't have these like bam opening stars, right? Yeah, it gets kind of hard to really find any grounding, right? Because again, this anime is doing nothing wrong, right? And I feel it might have some really interesting episodes. People are gonna die, some death scenes, whatever, some tragic scenes, whatever. Right? Definitely probably will happen, but it's gonna be, you know, episode 9 or 10 or something, right? Yeah, it's gonna be in like 10 weeks from now. Then we're gonna have this like, wow, that scene was really good. That's that episode, right? So it's also a little bit like giving you my general, reflection over these kind of animes. Again, the anime is good, I think, right? But it hasn't been like 10 or 10 episodes for the first 2 episodes, right? Because sometimes, like I said, you have the animes that have an amazing start. Unfortunately, usually I feel most animes that have an amazing, 10 or 10 start usually will fall down, right? Because it's hard, of course, to keep that that massive hype every episode. It's gonna be really hard. But this feels like a slow burn anime, right? Or slow, but like somewhat like a build up anime, and then eventually you're gonna get like really cool things and world building and so on. So it's a little bit, what do you guys think? I don't know, but I was dropping it here. I have no real problem from like an actual time standpoint, I feel, to watch this anime. But so it's more about just that I feel that, it's like it hurts the channel, no one listens to care. I don't know. What do you guys think? Please subscribe to the button and have a great day.